To make the steel plate crown, I started with a standard cookie tin with lid about the size that I thought would fit a head, and I used the lid only. I took a scribe initially and made a hole big enough to put a shears through and clipped out the top. Rather dangerous, use gloves on your hand. The second time I tried it, I used a cut-off wheel to start the hole and worked much better. Heavy-duty shears will do just fine, and you trim around until you get the center completely out. Then you trim again to get the edges of the rim completely flat and all the rough edges off. Those are dangerous, so you want to get rid of them. So trim as well as you can. Take a mallet and hammer them flat to get any edges away, and then take a file and file those edges flat so that the burrs or any burrs are gone, and your thumb doesn't find anything that catches on the skin to keep it safe. Then you have a ring complete. Take that ring and bend it a little bit till it's the shape of your head, an oval or whatever fits your head and what you like. And you're ready to start gluing. And you even have a piece of tin left over for a magnetic plate under your stage. You're now ready to start gluing. I use chipboard rather than cardstock for my faux sheet metal. A layer on the outside and a layer on the inside of the rim makes a double layer and makes this crown sturdier. Use a lot of clamps to glue around the circle, and then add more pieces as you desire. I use little tiny ovals cut out of cardstock to look like little L brackets. I use little strips for banding and until I was happy with it. Then I just followed Heather's directions for the faux sheet metal plate in her MM1 class and proceeded with her technique, and it works just fine. Painted on the inside too. Then I made lots of little molds out of molding putty of screws and bolts and things out of paper clay. That's kind of a hassle, getting them all smoothed out and clean, but I did it. Glue them on and let them dry. And then you continue with Heather's technique and black paint and silver paint until you're happy with the faux sheet metal and the way it works. I added a little bit of touches of gold because this is a crown after all, but I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. I wasn't sure about the strength of those little bits of paper clay and whether they would stick to something that would be worn and handled. So I made a practice page, added glossy accents rivets as well, and tested out several different top coat materials. Practice bit. Then I divided the sheet into panels, and on each panel I put a different type of top coat material to test both the strength and also with the surface finish. I started with clear gesso, matte fluid medium, matte Mod Podge, golden soft gel medium, a gloss varnish, and then a spray. The clear gesso worked fine, except it left it very rough, toothy, as it's supposed to surface. Not what I wanted. The fluid matte medium was pretty good. Not too shiny. Pretty good to the touch, but the matte Mod Podge was better, and that's what I ended up going for. It felt good. It felt thick, but not too thick. The gel matte, soft gel matte medium stuff is very soft. It feels soft when you touch it. It's a little bit thicker, and it also made it look cloudy. Whereas, of course, the gloss varnish was very clear and shiny, and I didn't like that. And so I tried the clear matte spray on the end, and I also, in the circle, sprayed the matte spray over the shiny to see if I could dull it up a little bit. Didn't work very well, and I didn't think either of those were a good solution, but it's interesting. So there's the difference in the pieces. I ended up using the matte Mod Podge, but as I test all these little rivets, they seem to be sticking quite well no matter what I use. So maybe I wasted my time, but it was interesting to see the different um, results I got. I made sure I got lots of goo around all the rivets so they were strengthened, and I went from this rim to this finished crown. It just took a day or so. Sadly, Kit wasn't available for the photo shoot, but I think it'd make a great crown for him. Hope you enjoyed my techniques. Thanks for watching.